Greetings, beloved ones. I am Sanat Kumara, and I am grateful to be here. Today it's my turn to speak to all of you, and you're going to receive a continuation of the truth. We, light beings, have been communicating about your planet's situation from different aspects to help you to understand on what humanity needs to do in order to ascend to the fifth dimension. Your advancement is in your own hands, and only you can do on what is needed to move forward. The plans related to 10 days of darkness, the constant announcements of the dark souls being arrested and executed behind the scenes, only to have them keep reappearing in public like nothing happened. Just like the EBS and other events related to this are made up and are absolute false information. All of it was created by darkness itself. Every time it was announced, it never came to the reality. Why? Because it is not based on the truth, and not the way ascension is supposed to happen. The stories continue to appear, which never match on how things really are in this world. Do you think that we, light beings, would allow for 10 days of darkness to happen on the whole planet? Of course not. If it has the word darkness in the event, then it's not coming from the light. The dark entities pretending to be the light are spreading lies and trying to confuse humankind on what is really happening on Mother Earth. Human beings should ask themselves a serious question on how many times does something needs to be announced without any visual evidence behind it, of only for it not to come true. Over and over that a realization comes. It's not accurate information. The refusal of accepting the truth only slowdowns the ascension process. The 3D matrix was created for a reason, to keep the human population being stuck in the same place, under a fog of confusion and not being able to see the real picture on what is going on around them. Many humans lost a sense of connection to reality by becoming addicted to the consumption of drugs, alcohol, marijuana, cigarettes, vaping, even medication like painkillers and so on. In addition, they exposed themselves to all kinds of vaccinations which affected their well-being in a negative way. The negative controllers experimented on humans by spreading different types of diseases to make everyone to be consumed with their own health. By spending a lot of money and time on it, keeping them in fear of losing their own life, not being aware that you already have a perfect health inside of you, which does not cost any money or needs anything from the outside to maintain it. You just need to bring it out to the surface from the center of your being, through the connection to your soul and the universal consciousness of light, by doing daily silent meditations. If mankind collectively would experience on what this really feels like to have a peaceful, loving, and a healing presence around and on the inside of their body, all of the negative and addictive behaviors would disappear from your planet, as nothing in your world matches that feeling. Many human beings are leaving their physical vessels because their immune system is compromised from the poisoning shots and living in a toxic environment of air, water, and food not being clean enough. Also from a lot of negativity of many different problems and obstacles appearing in their life, with the constant stress of making a living to pay for everything. As soon as a soul comes to your planet, it gets exposed to the vaccines, which disconnects the soul from the physical body and making it an easy target for darkness. The negative souls weaken a perfect immune system of babies by injecting them with experimental substances, which most humans have no idea about. When a new soul arrives here into his or her vessel, it has everything on what it needs to be healthy on Gaia. If you look around, you can see for yourself on how many children are struggling mentally and physically now compared to the past. Each new generation is only getting weaker, making it much harder for them to evolve spiritually. Darkness doesn't want that humanity would ascend, as they would lose their control over this planet. The controllers love to bring never-ending obstacles, which they send your way. Especially the money system that was made to only satisfy them and to give you the bare minimum, creating big unequally compared to the dark rich. They want you to seek money to take away your attention from your spiritual growth. Humankind has been too consumed with their personal problems and can't break away to focus their society on the spiritual and technological advancement. Human beings need to expand their consciousness and horizon to look above 3D for a much better existence of harmony and peace of enlightenment. You can't solve all of the problems if you only deal constantly on the level of the problem. It needs to go further and beyond the problem by focusing on the root of it. It usually comes from the low vibrations of this reality. This on why the Dark Ones try to constantly create conflicts and turmoil, disrupting the natural flow of the universe of peace and harmony. The human civilization needs to regain their own power and fight for the freedom by igniting the inner flame of their soul within them and liberating themselves and their home world. You had unusual event take place in Canada, United States, and Austria of a sun appearing in a diamond or oval shape with a reflection of it on each side, surrounded by a circle. This is known in your world as a sun dog, reflecting a higher dimension usually created by the vibration of light. Sending my love and support. Thank you, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces. Channel the universal power within your being, through the light coming from your soul, connected to the universal consciousness, to transform your own existence, and this whole 3D reality. Sanat, Kumara. Channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.